Hello, family. What's going
Hello,
on?
family. We are Toast to Love, and I am Isaac McJimsey.
And I am Jackie McJimsey. Welcome to Toast to Love. Mm.
Delicious lemonade. Well, hello, family. We're building it while we fly, and want to do outside. It's been a beautiful day, gorgeous day, like my wife, and we're just excited to be outside, to be in the weather. So we wanted to do something that was outdoorsy, and so that's what we're doing right now.
And we're not going to keep you long tonight, but we do want to make a couple of few announcements right now. Want to give a shout out to the jump rope contest that we have started. It's 100 days to summer. It's the jump rope challenge for 2020, hosted by we're doing this in support of our good friend Ralph Sweeney. For cardiovascular health, the goal is to try to jump 10 minutes a day. Hey, start out with one. I hadn't made a 10 yet. But if you're jumping rope, it's like jumping rope for 10 minutes is like jumping rope. It's like running an 8-minute mile.
That's
so
right.
If you can do that, it's a great thing to do. Also want to bring up today, hey, E2M, we're getting ready for spring. My birthday's coming up next week.
Somebody got a birthday coming
up next week. So we're doing E2M, guys. It's a great challenge. It's an 8-week challenge. We have already started. You'd have to wait till the next 8 weeks before you can join in. But if you're looking to lose weight, if you want to get involved with a team and a group that can help you to flourish, hey, check E2M out. Also, check us out. Check Isaac out and Ralph Sweeney out on Tuesday nights for the Fly Trap. They start at 9 o'clock. They are on YouTube and they're on Facebook. It's a great conversation. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about the current events. What's going on in the culture?
Sports.
They're wearing hats because the culture is hot. So check them out on Tuesday nights if you get the opportunity. Also, we are supporting Denori. It is a body butter cream. It is about to be sundress season from what I understand. Of course, I know I'm about to put my sundresses out since I lost some weight with E2M. It's sundress season. So if you want, this is a great cream. It's all natural cream. It's for men, and they've got the King's blend for men. They've got the women's blend for women.
The Queen's blend.
And it comes in lots of different fragrances and different styles. He's got a beard balm that is amazing. Isaac's about to get back into it because he's trying to grow his beard back here. He's working on it.
Oh, man.
Also, guys, support us. We are Babe Bow 360. It is our massage oil that we're using. Hey, it's a great way. It's about to be intimate. It's a great way to be intimate with somebody, giving them a massage, especially your mate, someone you love and care about. We love it.
We love it.
We use that Baybo to support. We see a lot of clients. We do a lot of coaching, a lot of counseling. And for people who can't always afford it, hey, if you get the opportunity to support us. Want to give some shout outs to some people for listening. Christina Hughes, hello. Tam, thank you guys for joining. Jackie, hello to her. Raphael. Marissa Arla watching us on YouTube. Thank you. Hey, go to our YouTube page, like and subscribe to our videos.
Who else? We got Alberto. We teach a class at Upstate Fatherhood Coalition, and he's part of the parenting class. And the Harpers from Tennessee. Hey, fam, how's it going? We're glad you got on, and we'd be remiss if we didn't say hello to Mama Murphy.
And Pam. Hey, friend.
Hello to everybody.
Thank you so much. We're not going to keep. Last week, we had a conversation about we're going through the book Love and Respect. Awesome book. Again, the book says that men require respect and women, we want love. But we're not saying that that's a vice versa. Always, please know that we're not saying that women don't deserve respect. We're not saying that men don't deserve love, because they do. But what we're saying is that in a relationship, if you're looking at what is required, if you definitely want to love your husband, but to respect him, puts
Is
him on another level.
on another level. We're going to talk about that. So the basis of the scriptures, the book is by Dr. Emerson Eggerich, and the book is great. Love and respect. What he desires most and what a woman wants most in a relationship, um, in those categories. And so we stand firm with it. I mean, I know there's been some pushback in the culture. We see modernism and all that, the effects of that. But ultimately, within the confines of a marriage, I think those are the categories where a woman has to be attentive and a man has to be attentive. So I'm going to dive into love. We had the privilege and the honor of being able to talk with some from first grade all the way up to eighth, ninth grade.
Yeah. Hmm.
And so we defined what love was, and it's a great thing to be able to talk about love and talk about what it means and the definition of it. So we came up with our definition of love, and we talked about the scripture last week in First Corinthians, but we want to say these 3 to 4 things is what love is and what it does in marriage.
That's right.
Number one, love protects. um, Women, it's important for us husbands to love you.
That's right.
And one of the things we should do is protect you. We should protect you by physically. We should protect you spiritually. We are protectors. It is a man's role to protect.
That's right.
And I think that's very important. As you're experiencing love, is the person that you're loving, are they protecting you? Are they covering you? That could be through prayer. Are they protecting you, ensuring that you're not going down the wrong road?
That's right.
So love protects. Number two, any thoughts, Jackie? Or
No,
we're
I
gonna keep.
totally agree. I totally agree. Hey, ladies, and I think most of the ladies would say this. We want to make for sure that we want our husbands to make for sure our cars are good. You know, are they making for sure you got gas in your car? Making for sure that your tires are not flat. I mean, those are some of the things. Those are some of the points that you're looking at. Are they making for sure you get where you need to go and get picked up from where you need to be picked up from? Is that something that you feel like you can rely on your mate to do? It's important.
Let me give a shout out to Papa Murphy. One of the things I learned from, and I always call him Mr. Murphy just as an endearment of respect. But one of the things as a grown man that I learned from him as a grown man, he wanted to know where everybody was. And that could get annoying. But what it was, he was trying to assure, where are you? Let me know where you are, because if something goes down,
Right.
I want to make sure I can get to you. And I just carried that over with our daughters, particularly with Jackie. It's not a control thing, but it's just a care thing to want to know, hey, where are you at in the world?
Mm-hmm.
So I can get to you. So definitely love protects. What do you say? What do you think? Does love protect? Number two, we believe love provides. And we're talking about in the confines of a romantic relationship.
That's right.
That man, and this can be flipped, but for the book's sake, men should be providers. We should provide. We should provide stability. We should provide financially. Does that mean in your home it may be a 50-50 split? In your home, dare say the wife may make more money. And because we're living in a modern world, but I do believe a man should provide.
That's right.
I mean, you should get up, go to work. You should, if you're physically able to, and if you're not, I get it. If you have a disability and you're not physically able to provide, but if you're a well able-bodied male, you should provide. You should provide for your wife, and not only financially, you should provide support. You should provide prayer. You should provide spiritually, all those things. But men, we're built to provide. And so love provides.
Love provides.
Love
And
provides.
vice versa. Look, we as women, we provide for our husbands. You know,
Mhm.
We want our husbands to know that you're provided. If you when you get hungry, I can provide you a meal. If I'm not cooking, I'm gonna make sure it's picked up. I'm gonna provide. I want our home to be clean, and that's something that we both do. He provides that to me, and I
That's
provide
right.
that to him. We do that together. But love definitely it provides.
Yeah, it provides. And then secondly, we said it well, first it
It
protects.
protects.
And Mama Murphy said, yes, love protects. I agree with that, Mama Murphy. It protects. It also provides. But here's the last thing we believe that love provides inside the confines of a marriage in a romantic relationship.
Love creates.
Love
That's
creates.
right.
We as men, we need to ensure we create an environment
That's right.
for emotional and spiritual growth. We should be the catalyst of that. We should provide, we should create, and that means we should create peace. We should create stability. We should create the environment, and that's part of being a leader.
Hey, well, get this. Love also create. We can create life
Go ahead, Jackie.
within a confines of a loving relationship. Whether you, but you know what? That's one of the things. That's why sometimes people get so conscrewed about it because you can create life
Mm-hmm.
without being in love with someone.
That's right.
So, it's important that you have all three of those things. It's important that when you are looking at your mate, you're looking for someone to be your mate,
Mm-hmm.
that they can do all three of those things. Because what you don't want to do, or what's been happening, is that we're creating life and we're not giving it love.
Right.
So it's important, guys, that we do all three. I want to give a shout out to Katara and Jay, my best friends.
Our best
I love
friends.
them. And Sabrina Johnson. Hey, Miss Sabrina. And also, hey guys, want to shout out to Mark Ford. Hello, new father. We love Mark. Mark's one of our children. We
That's
love
right.
him.
Love him.
He is in North Carolina right now, but he is doing well. And we thank you so much for joining in, Mark. We love you.
Love you, son. So three things that love does: it protects, it provides, and it creates. And in some situations, it'll create life.
That's right.
And we love that part.
Ladies, family, we brought this up last week or so, but we had a dinner last night with some friends of ours, and we said this, ladies, men want us to submit, but what we say is, men, don't ask for submission unless you make her your mission. Go after her with everything you have, even after you have acquired her.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, he every day wakes up and tells me, I think you're beautiful, and he comes at me and he makes me feel like I am wanted, and that is the most important thing. He tells me he loves me and that he cares for me. Those things mean a lot. Ladies, if don't ask for his affection if he's not your attention.
If he's not your attention,
make for sure that you're giving your husband, your mate, all of your attention.
That's right.
When he walks into a room, greet your husband.
That's right.
I don't care what you're doing.
When she walks into a
he
room,
greets me.
She should be the focal point. What we're saying is, if you're requiring submission, if you're requiring that love and protection, that person should be your focal point. And so that's very important. We also want to give a shout out to, we call him Big Jim, Leon Perkins, him and my cousin Thelma. Love you. Oh my goodness. Stop the presses. I'm so excited. Cheryl Ivy.
Hello, Cheryl. We love you.
Cheryl is in the building. One of our mentors. We love you immensely. We wouldn't be doing a live today if it was not for Cheryl Ivy. Thank you so much. Thank you for being who you are, and for paying it forward. So now that we can try to pay it forward to other couples, and we love you so much. Thank you for getting on, Cheryl. Thank you for not thinking it robbery to just give us some time to just listen. We were giving shout out to Jim. We'll see you in Thelma on Wednesday for some good food. And we're just thankful for all the people that would get on. I want to take the time to say this. Share this video. We're talking about love and respect. It's important. And like it. If we say something that's encouraging, give us a heart symbol. Share it. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Toast to Love TV on YouTube. Subscribe to it. Share it, because we are passionate about couples. We're passionate about marriages. And as long as you're willing to fight for your marriage, we'll get in there and fight for you. This is the second half of our lives calling. Our first half of our life, we spend a lot of time with youth, but this second half of our life, we are just totally focused on marriage, and this is our ministry. This is our focus. This is our life passion, is to help couples, and we get with couples about every day
We
now,
do.
and we love it.
So Isaac, I want you to share with them what you told me about submission. We were talking earlier, which we do a lot of chopping. We do a lot of chopping up of things
Right.
all the time.
Oh yeah.
And
I
he
got it.
said something about submission that I said, oh, I'm gonna have to write this down because I want you to tell everybody what you said.
So submission, y'all. The Bible talks about us submitting one to the other. What is submission, ladies? And I know sometimes uh, the church has used this as a form of control, or you may have been a part of a local congregation, or the men or the patriarchy has used this as a form of control. But I'm telling you, in a romantic relationship, husband and wife, where you are committed to each other, if you submit to that man, what does that mean? That means respectful cooperation. Does that mean you'll always agree with what he says or does? No, but respectfully cooperate. And I'm telling you, if you submit, if you respectfully cooperate, it will not turn him on. It will turn him out.
Do it, Isaac.
Yes, it will turn him out.
out.
There's last night we were with a couple. I'm not going to say their names. We were with a group, and the wife, you could tell she's really submitted to her husband.
Oh, yeah.
She gives him honor. She respects him. I mean, in all areas. And we could tell. I mean, he wasn't just turned on by it. He was turned out by it. He will run through a wall. He will run through 50 walls for this woman.
Whatever she needs, she gonna get it.
She don't even have to ask for it. And she just, there's times I'm sure she submits her request. But when ladies, wives, women, when you submit and give that honor, and what it is respectful cooperation. When you respectfully cooperate, it will cause him to be turned out. He'll be turned out in all areas.
That's one of the terms the kids use today. Hey, baby girl. Our baby girl just joined us. Hello, Sierra. Love you.
Sierra.
Listen, guys, what that submission will do for him, he wants to know that his input is valued.
Yeah, that's right.
And that what he says and what he means, what he says and what he does, it counts.
Right.
And that's what submission will do.
Right. So in the book, we're gonna flex to the book.
Flex to it.
We hope that you don't turn your husband on. Turn him out.
Turn him out.
Turn him all the way out.
Call a thing a thing.
Yeah.
Submit. That's gonna turn him out.
Turn him out. Turn him out. This week, say, hey, baby, I don't want to turn you on.
I want to turn you out.
I want to turn you out. I'm going to respectfully cooperate. That's good. That's
Our
good.
kids can buy some what?
What? Gonna turn
Ralph
you
Sweeney
out.
said turned out.
Turned out. Respectful cooperation. So how does this apply to the book? We love this book. This book helped me get context for a relationship. I needed to be loving Jackie. And some of us don't know how to. And so we go through, just as a rehash, we go through what we call these crazy cycles. We go through the crazy cycles. And what is the crazy cycle? Basically, without love, if I don't show Jackie love, then she won't show me respect. And then if she, without respect, I won't show her love. We react in these crazy cycles.
It's not healthy.
No, it's not healthy. And that's what the book talks about. And if you find yourself in a crazy cycle, because sometimes we can make each other crazy. It just takes one simple thing is showing each other respect and showing each other love. I think it's it's an awesome thing. So this week with the book, as we're reading on, this is the second week, we want to talk about how do you create a good cycle? How do you create a cycle that's energizing? Hey, when I'm with Jackie, I'm energized. As if I don't have enough energy, but she energizes me. And I think it comes from the fact that she shows respectful cooperation. Jackie is probably one of the most cooperative people I've ever met. And I can be very demanding. I can get very demanding, but she's very cooperative. And sometimes too demanding, but I'm working on that. But because I've learned, because she respects me, that motivates me to love her, and that I want to provide for her. Right. I want to protect her. I want to create an environment where she can grow spiritually and emotionally. And so that's energizing. So as I love her, that
Mhm.
motivates her to respect me. And as she respects me, that motivates me to love her. And so this week we just wanted to talk about it for a second. What's the cycle that you're in your relationship?
Mm.
Is it energizing or is it
Crazy.
crazy? And so just take a moment, take evaluation, self reflection. And what do you want? Do you want the crazy
Mhm.
or do you want the energizing?
Something we have, let's see, we react to the way that we are treated as husbands and wives. Yep, mom, that is so true.
So true.
It's really interesting, especially now with this. They're talking about this masculine and female
There
energy.
you go.
We hear everybody's talking about the energy and what all the energy means.
Hmm.
We're all women. We were born
Feminine.
feminine. We're born feminine. We were born to love. That's what that. I mean, that's kind of
That's
what
right.
that is. What feminine energy is love.
That's right.
Nor we can't help but to love. God created us to love. He created us to give. That's hey, Adam was here on earth alone. He needed something else.
You
He
need
needed
a helpmate.
somebody. He needed a helpmate.
It's
And
not good
God
for.
created us
That's
to
right.
love.
That's right. And so sometimes what women they are what they desire, but the world teaches us the opposite.
That's right. Come
Respect.
on, find out.
What you mean to me? So, the demanding of respect. And I think what happens is we get these roles twisted.
Uh huh.
And so within getting love from a man, you'll get that respect because guess what? If a man truly loves you, he will respect you.
That's right.
He will provide for you. He'll protect you. He will ensure that you have an environment to grow spiritually and emotionally.
That's
And
right.
in that, he's providing you respect.
Mm, that's
And so
good.
so that's important. Jackie was mentioning about the energies, the masculine and feminine. And in the book, it talks about the blue and the pink.
Oh,
And because sometimes we're built a certain way, it doesn't allow it allows us to see our mate through that lens of being a woman and the lens of being a man. And so what the scripture is requiring and what the book is saying is to look beyond the lens of who you are
mm,
and view that person the way God views them and wants you to treat them. And so I think that's so important. And so to get off that crazy cycle, we want you to be energized, family. We want you to be in the cycle where there's love and respect, and love and respect, and love and respect. And so that's so important.
hey, family, also know this: love is never lost, but sometimes it's misunderstood.
Right.
And it's good to be able to have the conversation to say, I love you, and
Mhm.
I know we may not have had a good interaction today. Things might not have exactly went the way we wanted it to go today, but make sure you have that conversation and say, you know what, today might not have went exactly the way we wanted it to go today, but
Mhm.
I love you, and I want for us to get back on the same page, to get back
Mhm.
on the right page,
Right.
and get this thing together. Because it's so important, guys, that we don't shut down communication. Because once you stop talking, then you go on this anger cycle.
That's right.
And you don't want to be on an anger cycle with your mate, because it's tough. It's tough to come back from it, and it's tough to win in that situation.
Well, Mark's sharing Shasia Marshall, just encouraging her to check out the content. And then Christina, thanks for getting on. So true. It is. It's crazy cycle. And then there's the energizing cycle. Amy Moore, thank you. Elder Moore, making things right. One love.
One love.
That's true. Well, family, we're coming to the end of our cast. We encourage you to share this video. We are Marriage 360. We're doing Enneagrams, we're doing counseling, we're doing coaching, we're doing all those things each week. And so hit us on Facebook, hit us on our Facebook page. If you need counseling, coaching, if you need to rebuild that spark in your marriage, hit us up. And then each week we're here on Sunday, 7:15.
Yeah, and we do also want to share this with you guys, because we like to leave you with some skills. Loving is a skill, family. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So one of the ways that we as couples can work on respecting one another is to not focus on the weakness.
That's right.
We don't want to maximize what's bad and minimize
Mine's
what they
what's
do wrong. Let's flip that.
yeah.
Let's maximize what they do right
Right.
and minimize
Minimize
what
what
they
they
do
do
wrong.
wrong.
That does not mean that you don't bring up problems or situations that you're having in your marriage. That just means that you focus on the good and you work on the bad. Work on a good time and a good place to bring it up, because what you don't want to do is bruise
That's right.
my ego, and I don't want to bruise his
His ego.
ego by being harsh or rude or insensitive. It's just important. You got to be attention, because sometimes you'll hear a husband or a wife say, I don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like she wants me. It's
Right.
not a good spot to be in.
Right.
And if you ever hear that, hey, listen, that's what we're here for at Marriage 360. Give us a call, reach out to us. Let's sit down and have the conversation. Let us help you have the conversation. Another thing, and this is going out for the women. Don't tell him how to do tasks. Because we as women can, like, we got certain ways we want to our towels folded sometimes, certain ways we want our dishes washed. We got all kind of things that we are, can be specific over.
That's right.
The way we driving. I mean, that's just another thing. But what you want to make for sure that you do is be kind, be nice. Don't tell him what to do. I'm not his mama.
That's right. I'm
He
not
he
her daddy.
he is not my daddy, but he is my helpmate now.
That's right.
I'm his helpmate, and I love the fact that we can conversate and have a conversation together and work on that. Another thing, um, acknowledge again. We brought this up a little while ago. Acknowledging when he enters the room.
That's right.
Communication. Communication is 7% the words, 23% tone,
Tone.
and 70% is body language, facial expression, and non-verbal communication. Family, how you doing, Isaac?
I'm all right.
Who we talking to?
Right. Right. The expression.
Family,
The tone.
it's your tone. It's your tone. It's
Let's do that over.
how you doing, baby?
I'm doing good. Can I get a little sugar?
Mm.
Yeah, that's hey. If you come right, if you approach right, if you have the right tone, it can be beneficial.
Just make for sure, guys, that we are. I just want to give a quick shout out again to Dr. Evangelist Sonia Gray. It's my cousin. Thank you so much for stepping in. And Pastor Elder Valdez,
Apostle
Apostle Ryan McJimsey. Hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I know you got a million things you got going on. We don't take it robbery that you stopped in and
Thank
say hello.
you so much. Another shout out to their marriage. We always want to support other marriage ministries that come by and are very supportive. The Power of Agreement. They have a wonderful marriage ministry. We've participated with it, learned a lot from it. We just want to give a shout out to them. They'll have some things coming up later this year. Y'all, us positive marriages, we have to stick together. And also say this, there is not enough help in the vineyard as it relates to marriages. We have to be supportive of each other, not be intimidated by one another, because there are marriages that are dying out here. And guess what God hates? He hates divorce. Most of all, he hates divorce. So we got to stick together and be supportive of one another. But thank you, Apostle. Thank you for dropping by and just taking time to be supportive of what we're doing.
Okay, family. Let's get this. We got a few more. Do not discuss past relationships.
Yeah.
When you're in an argument with your husband or your current mate. Mm-hmm. Don't go into my ex-boyfriend used to do this and my ex used to do this and he never did this. Don't ever do that.
Right.
Smack yourself on the hand, shake it off, pinch yourself, do what you need to do. Get that out of your relationship.
That's
because
right.
Once you begin to compare,
that's right.
If it was so good,
you'd still be there.
Exactly.
Right.
So, let's not bring it up. Let's not talk about it. Let's not get into it. Be supportive.
Right. Yeah, definitely be supportive. I think it's so crucial to be supportive of each other's, whether it's careers, friends, personal pursuits, whatever it is, be supportive of each other. Be supportive of each other's time, talents, gifts. It's so much. Without Jackie's support, a quarter of the stuff, half the stuff wouldn't get done. And I'm sure vice versa. We've learned to be supportive of each other. And that keeps you off that crazy cycle. We want to get you on the energizing cycle. Relationships can be energizing. Have you ever been around somebody that drained all your energy, drained all of your resources, drained all of your talents and gifts? It shouldn't be that way in a relationship. A relationship should be energizing. Right. And so that's why we encourage you to pick up the book, Love and Respect. It will energize you once you learn to respect and show your husband respect, and he learns to love you. It will totally energize your relationship. And so that's where we want marriages at, energized and ready for whatever comes its way, because guess what? All of our marriages will be tested from time to time.
And last but not least, and this one's for the ladies, show them love in a physical way.
Say that again.
Be physical.
Be physical.
Be physical.
Yeah.
We're talking about kissing, hugging, and adulting.
Adulting.
Family, we need to be adulting.
That's right.
Make for sure you're taking time out of your schedule and his schedule. Make for sure that you are taking time to be with one another. It is so important that you're intimate. It is so important that you learn how to touch your mate, that your mate knows your touch. Yeah. That if 5 or 6 people touched him, then he's gonna know. Because when you touch him, what the lady in the Bible, and said the lady was at the well and said, "Who touched me?
Who touched me?
Who touched me?"
That touch was different. So, the touch of your spouse should be different. You should be familiar and acquainted with the touch of your spouse. And that's how you build closeness. That's how you build affection. Mr. Ralph Sweeney says, my Uncle Earl in the research agrees. Physical touch is very, especially if that's your mate's love language. Definitely do that. Ronnie Hughes says, say that again. We said adulting. We know what adulting means. It's in reference like going to the movies. One couple says, it's like having a drink of coffee or whatever your expression is. Y'all get what we saying.
And express it.
Express it.
Do it.
Adulting. So that's very important. That is a form of love, and it is a form of respect for your spouse. So family, we've come to the end of our cast. We're so excited for having you be on. We ask you to share and like, because we want to get the message out. We're here for marriages. That's our purpose now in the earth, and probably will be to the end of days for us, is to give wisdom, give some places where we have failures, and also be supportive about marriage. That's what we're called to do. So until next time, family.
Hey, loving is a skill. And if you don't practice it, you will lose it. So thank you for joining us tonight with Toast to Love. Enjoy your evening.